I guess first things first, how are you feeling after playing your first game of the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I was pretty sore. It was a short week to prepare, so my body wasn't fully conditioned. But having that weekend, having a couple days to get prepared, I feel back to it. I feel close to where I was before.
Is it like you get back into the swing of things pretty quick, you feel like?
Yeah, I feel like once you get your legs back, it only takes a couple days to really do that, and then your conditioning might take a little bit longer, but that just comes with time.
Mentally, is there anything that still lingers in your mind, just of like being healthy at all, or is it kind of over that right now?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think the first couple of days after running around and just seeing how everything felt good. There was no lingering pain or lingering issues, and so I think everything's kind of out of my mind now. I think I'm playing confident and without any second thoughts about injury.
So what was the biggest holdup on that? 'Cause I know it's a kidney. Like
Yeah.
What was the biggest thing you had to clear, I guess, with the doctors?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously it lacerated my kidney, and it's one thing to just go back to regular day-to-day activity.
Yeah.
It's another thing to come back to full contact when playing football, and that was the thing. We just had to make sure the kidney was 100% sealed up before I could return to any contact, just with the fear of it re-aggravating, reopening.
You've been through a number of injuries. Do you feel like that helped you in a way to be able to like say I can get through this and get back out there?
Yeah, for sure. I think it helped, but this was a completely different thing. My body, after 2-3 weeks, felt completely fine, but it was just patience, and so it was frustrating, not being in the game. But I think because I have, had previous injuries that I've dealt with, it did help me a little bit on that path.
Notre Dame's just a big name. Are you excited to play them?
I am. Yeah, they're like you said, they're a big name. They're a household college football name, but really we're not treating it any different than any other team. The preparation is still going to be the same, whether it's this huge program or if it's not as a storied a program. But it maybe adds a little bit of extra motivation, but the preparation still is the same.
You've been in this program a while. Like, what do you think playing in games like this? It's not obviously you played in big games before. What do you think it does to just the growth of the program and taking that next step?
Yeah, no, I think it's huge. I think this program over the last couple of years has proven that it's on the rise and that we are a program that is going to be in that conversation over the next couple of years about one of the top programs in the country. And just playing these games, it allows us to solidify that. Playing against these huge household names that are have always been top competitors, and being able to play and compete, it just shows that we can hang with anybody.
Yeah, I just know this game has been on the radar for a lot of BYU fans for a really long time, whether they're going to play it, whether they're not. Like you personally being here, did you kind of want this game to get in before you left?
Yeah, I mean it's a cool game to play with. It's a huge opportunity for me personally. But yeah, like I said, we're just treating it like it's any other game. We're going down there preparing like it's a normal week.
Can the familiarity with Allegiant Stadium help you guys at all?
To some extent, I think just in the fact that we're going to go down there and not be just shocked that it's a huge NFL stadium. I think playing in that before will help a little bit, but as long as you get over that initial shock, like wow, we're in the stadium, this is a really cool environment. Everything is pretty much the same.
Just purely from an offensive perspective, like introducing some of the guys that have been injured, like you, like back into the offense, like how do you think that process is? And do you think it really matters since you've been here so long that process isn't really that big of a deal?
Yeah, obviously there's some adjustment time for sure. Coming back after not playing for a couple weeks, it takes you maybe 1-2 games to get caught up to speed, but after that everything's the same. The game comes back to you so quickly, and once you have that experience under your belt, you're pretty much the same through the rest of your career.
Where do you think right now this offense needs to take its next step? I know it's been pretty good, but
no, I think just playing consistent over the entire course of a game. Sometimes we have little lulls in the first half, sometimes we have little lulls in the second half. I think just putting together a complete game and not letting energy die out in one way or the other.
Do you think some of the first half struggles were just because there wasn't a lot of plays that you had, like just you weren't on the field very long?
Yeah, that's part of it, but I mean we definitely contribute to that. Going 3 and out a couple series, I think it's just coming with energy and not coming with as much motivation as maybe the defensive side is coming with, and so really it's just coming out with that same energy every single time we have the ball.
All right, thank you.
Cool.